You expect privacy in a hospital. Not because it's written on a wall, but because it's understood that some moments are never meant to be seen, recorded, or sold.
But across India, CCTV cameras inside certain hospitals and clinics are capturing visuals. From labor rooms to medical examinations to just simply women changing their clothes inside wards.
And these videos are being sold on the internet. I am Shivani Kava from the News Minute, and today we'll look at how hospital security systems have been turned into tools of abuse.
For months, we've been investigating the underground market for stolen CCTV footage. This is the second story in that investigation. Earlier, my colleague Megha Mukundan traced CCTV leaks from theatres in Kerala, and an FIR was filed based on her investigation. This time, we went somewhere even more disturbing.
So how do these videos surface? We started where these videos appear first, Instagram and YouTube. These were short CCTV clips, nothing explicit, but just enough to make you pause. And almost every account that shared this kind of videos had one thing in common, a link to a Telegram channel. So we followed it. The first Telegram channel we joined was called VIP10, and within minutes the admin messaged us. He sent a catalogue, a list of channels selling different kinds of content. Getting access was disturbingly easy. He asked us for 1,500 rupees. Inside were over 1,000 CCTV clips. The hospital footage was particularly disturbing. There were vaginal examination videos with watermarks like AM8707, Camera 13 and SexClinic.com, showing women being examined in labor rooms and small clinics.
Breast examination clips, injection room footage, X-ray room videos, footage that captured women's gowns slipping or being lifted for procedures. Ceiling-mounted cameras showed women breastfeeding in maternity wards. Patients changing clothes, being prepped for surgery, or simply sleeping, all without their knowledge. Most shocking were childbirth videos. Short clips of women delivering babies recorded from high in labor rooms.
I am a daily wage worker and who already has to deal with the structural barriers of gender, caste, geography, class, and all of these things put together. And if I go to a government hospital to get checked for a lump in my breast, how much more alertness and caution do you want me to exercise? And how much will you burden that person with such things already pulling her down, her location already pulling her down? How much more would you want her to be cautious? And that, I think, is a big implication. And in a country where people are already so alert, women are already so alert, and they traverse public spaces with so much caution.
Now, hospitals say that CCTV cameras are necessary as tools for safety to monitor entrances, manage crowds, and respond to emergencies.
See, we cannot keep cameras near changing rooms. Okay? We cannot keep cameras where there are pregnancy wards. Okay? We cannot keep cameras near toilets. Inside toilets, that is, the front of the toilet can be monitored. Why they keep it is if a patient is ill, he goes into the toilet, he faints inside, he doesn't come out. Because the security in every hospital, there will be a security guy who is monitoring these cameras. He'll be sitting, he'll be watching these doors, particular doors. Yes, X person has gone inside the toilet, it is more than half an hour, he has not come out. Right? Then there is some problem. So they go inside. That is one thing. So these are three basic areas, and where the staff is residing, they don't put cameras there.
Though the big hospitals follow rules of accreditation, that's not true for all hospitals. Over time, cameras have quietly made their way into spaces they were never meant to be in.
Now, a person has fainted. Just let us take an example. He would have had a cardiac arrest and he's dead. Example. What happens is, the minute they get the patient inside, if the doctor starts the treatment and if he checks him, he finds a very weak pulse or something like that, and he does a treatment. Once, how do you validate that treatment? People, if he dies, then people will consider it as a murder. You've seen this one happening on television.
Yes.
So for that particular reason, they will keep a camera there. So now they need that particular evidence, no? Yes, this person is being stabbed here. This person this thing has happened, and CCTV has helped them a lot. You know why they have it in these maternity wards? People will steal babies.
But do hospitals have cameras inside maternity wards? But
yes, it is only for the security of the baby.
But is it like on top of the bed where camera
No,
will
it will not
directly
be
see
like that. It will not be like that. It will be placed in a discrete place where, like, there will be 5 beds, right? In a maternity, 10 beds. There will be cradles along like this. So this will be monitoring straight.
And the biggest problem is that many CCTV systems run on outdated hardware, cheap digital video recorders, basic internet connections.
Many still use default passwords. Some are shared across staff. Most are not encrypted.
Which means if you know where to look, breaking into these systems isn't sophisticated hacking. Now, this isn't a hypothetical risk.
In 2020, hackers scanned CCTV networks across India. Over 50,000 CCTV videos were taken, including hospital footage. The clips were packaged and sold online. During routine social media monitoring, Gujarat police spotted these videos. The language gave them one clue. Gujarati could be heard in several clips. But where exactly they were filmed was still unclear. The videos were eventually traced to Payal Maternity Hospital in Rajkot. By the time police confirmed the location, the damage was done. The videos had spread widely. More complaints began pouring in, with people reporting similar content being sold elsewhere. Within 48 hours, the first accused was arrested. That is when police realized that this was part of something much bigger. Most CCTV systems were using weak or default passwords. Some were still using passwords as basic as admin123. The accused ran tens of thousands of password combinations across 50 to 60,000 CCTV cameras, harvesting this footage in bulk. This was not limited to Gujarat. Police found videos from across India. In one case, an accused from Uttar Pradesh was reselling footage from Telegram. Citing the scale of the crime and the fear it caused, police invoked Section 66F, the cyber terrorism provision of the IT Act. 8 people have been arrested. The Payal hospital case shows just how easily private footage can fall into the wrong hands. To understand just how easy this can be, we spoke to a CCTV expert.
Common password in CCTV which universally guys keep, okay? It's not only in India, across the world, admin123 or admin@123. If the camera is isolated, if the DVR or the NVR is isolated and it is not connected to internet, there is no way he can access. Even God comes, he cannot do it, okay? He needs a physical access as long as there is no internet. Now, internet is there. I know that, yes, this is the particular address. They have something called as ping tools and tracer tools, okay? With these tools, they try to trace the particular location. Like our office is here. I trace the particular location, I know the address. Now, I have a router here. They trace the MAC ID. The minute I got the MAC ID, I know, yes, this guy has put a Equation DVR. This guy has put a CP plus DVR or an NVR. Right? Now, MAC ID is known. I will trace the IP of the NVR. This entire process takes about 30 minutes. So, the minute we go in, he'll type the password. Now, there are tools which are called as Brutus attack tools and Barbus attack tools and DOS attack tools. Okay, these tools are used to decrypt the password.
So, how long does that take, ma'am?
Anywhere between 1 hour to 24 hours.
They have access to the CCTV videos.
Yes. Okay. And then you can start dumping out.
30 minutes. That's all it takes. hackers can watch live feeds. They can download entire archives, sometimes months of footage.
But this isn't just a story of one hacker or weak passwords. It's about the regulatory vacuum. In India, there are no clear binding rules that spell out where hospitals can install CCTV cameras and how long footage can be stored, or who is accountable when the footage leaks. Large hospitals may follow internal protocols or accreditation standards. Smaller hospitals and clinics often don't. And even existing accreditation norms don't clearly prescribe where cameras must not be placed. They rely on broad ideas of patient privacy without enforcement.
That means decisions about surveillance inside hospitals are often left to individual administrators. After RG rape case, Ministry of Health and Family Welfare issued a directive mandating the installation of CCTV cameras in hospitals to ensure the safety of doctors and patients. But legal experts say that judgment hasn't translated into concrete safeguards on the ground, especially when it comes to digital surveillance.
We don't have specific CCTV laws for private places. And there is no national law for CCTV recordings or just even filming CCTVs in public spaces. But I'm aware that there are some cities like Delhi which has a specific law for the usage of CCTV in public spaces. Delhi and Hyderabad have the largest CCTV installations in the world and have amongst the largest. And London is the highest amount of CCTV deployments in the world. So CCTV in private spaces will be regulated by India's data protection law. The problem with our data protection law and the way it exists right now is that someone whose privacy has been violated through a CCTV being implemented in a maternity ward or a labor room effectively cannot go to a court. They need to go to the data protection board directly. And the law prevents them from going to court to protect their rights.
Even if hospitals fail, holding platforms accountable isn't straightforward. End-to-end encryption means Telegram cannot see what's shared. So what responsibility do platforms have? What should accountability look like?
Platform is only enabling someone to create an account. And if you have to enable monitoring of content, then you have to enable monitoring of everyone's content, which will become a privacy problem, right? Because not everything is illegal that is shared on these platforms, and you have to take into account that there has to be proportionality. You can't surveil everyone all the time because a few people are misusing the platform.
We've tried the naming and shaming. We've tried the boycotting in different issues. But do they really seem to work? Because I think these systems are extremely intertwined and extremely integrated into our lives as well as our digital infrastructures. So the crude reality is that these platforms cannot be eliminated out of our lives, and here the criminalization and criminal treatment of these platforms here and there might not give us the results that we are looking for. And these are hard problems. These are extremely hard problems. But these are also the platforms with the resources to invest into solving such hard problems. And it's also not a very local issue. It's a very international issue. Quick fixes are not, or the takedown of one account or page is not going to fix this problem. So investing in solving these issues as a distributor is something that we have to work with these organizations, these platforms to do. And they obviously have a moral and a corporate commitment to solve this problem. So you utilize those positions that they occupy, and until they invest more resources to keep their platform space, force them, especially in the case of the global majority, force them to hire more people, the trust and safety teams that they have cutted.
But even with platform cooperation, victims still need legal recourse. And right now, the law is struggling to keep up.
So, for example, if you look at the ID Act, there are certain provisions like Section 66, Section 67, Section 67A. These are the provisions that talk about the infringement of the violation of privacy, and these provisions criminalize the violation of privacy, and 67A specifically addresses materials containing sexually explicit ads.
But these laws were never built for a world where a weak password can expose an entire maternity ward, and global platforms turn intimate moments into commodities.
India urgently needs clear rules on where hospitals can and cannot place cameras, mandatory security standards for all CCTV systems, accountability for hospitals that fail to protect patient data, and a legal system where victims have a direct path to justice.
Because privacy is not a luxury in healthcare, it is the foundation of care itself. Until these protections exist, patient privacy will remain at risk. We at the News Minute have spent months uncovering this hidden market. You can read our stories on the News Minute website. If you or someone you know has been affected, reach out to me at Shivani@thenewsminute.com. By becoming a paid TNM subscriber, you support investigations that hold hospitals, systems, and platforms accountable. Your subscription helps ensure stories like this are brought to light before more privacy is violated.